This is a very emotional moment for me because I'm a human being. But again, it is exciting that what started 4 years ago for me is at the point of coming to an end. And therefore, the Vice President, Vice Chairman of Council, President of the Nigerian Computer Society, past presidents and past chairmen of council, distinguished members of council, past presidents of the Nigerian Computer Society, the registrar and secretary of council, professional colleagues, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying, when in 2009 you reposed your confidence in Mrs. Sakinat Yusuf and I to lead the Computer Professionals Registration Council, CPN, we first saw it as a challenge because the caliber of past presidents we had to emulate and build on their efforts. We wondered what we could do to add value to what Mr. Tunde Ezechi, Deacon Ojinta Alala, Dr. Gabriel M.M. Obi, and Professor Mrs. Oshafisang had laid down. In particular, the only woman among the past presidents and the one we took over from, Professor Oshafisang, took the council to a level that had the capacity to tempt us to do little thinking. Because at that time, we thought she had put in all the thoughts that we needed to do. Because she had already laid a solid foundation on which it was easy for us to build. When we realized this, we set out with a focus to improve on what we met. Fortunately, we had a breed of exceptionally committed council members who took the responsibility of doing the thinking and left us with the task of coordinating. In my address at the annual general meeting of 2011, I made it look as if it was my valedictory speech, believing that we had done the little we could to do the best, to the best of our ability, and therefore ready to hand over to some other persons whose qualities I enumerated at that time. It was rather shocking to me and you that you re-elected us looking back at those qualities. It could never have been me, but most likely to have been my vice president, and certainly the current members of council that we have. I have gone this far in reminding you of the past 4 years as means of welcoming you to this AGM and thanking you for your individual and collective commitments and support over the last 4 years, during which our experiences had been enriched. You will recall that I had informed that council, in accordance with section 14, subsection 2 of the CPN Act, constituted a disciplinary committee in order to handle disciplinary matters that have to do with unethical conduct in the profession. You may wish to be further informed that the Act provides for a legal assessor to be appointed as a member of the disciplinary committee on the recommendation of the Attorney General of the Federation. I am pleased to inform you that the Attorney General of the Federation has graciously recommended and Council has ratified the appointment of Mr. Tunji Oyeyipo, a senior advocate of Nigeria, as the legal assessor to the committee. He will be enriching the deliberations of the committee with appropriate legal advice and will enable the committee to dispense justice and maintain fairness in cases before it. His presence will also enable the committee to conduct its business within the ambit of the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But I tell you, this is someone that I can call at 2 a.m. for a previously not agreed assignment at 7 a.m. the following day, and he will say yes. I have been deeply humbled by that attitude. That I thank you, sir. As I have said earlier, the only woman in the line of succession, Professor Osefisa, would see her building a battalion. Whatever missile she will shoot at you is your business. I so much thank all of you, without whose efforts I wouldn't have come this far. So these leaders have not only been with us, but they gave us words of wisdom, which have kept us focused. I wish to also thank all the members of Council who have served with us between 2009 and 2013 for being very wonderful people. Their commitment and sacrifice to the cause of the profession was a source of encouragement to us. Permit me at this time to thank my Vice President, Mrs. Sekinat Yusuf, without whose total support this journey would have been impossible. And I mean impossible. Members of the profession may wish to be informed that throughout the 4 years we have worked together, I had taken all my deficiencies, my weaknesses, my challenges, and dumped them on her. She understood them so well that she stood in the gap that was so created and handled the affairs of the council with skills that I have not yet attained as a person. I depended so much on her that I can confirm to you that whatever achievement we have made is tied to her personal commitment. I wish I could express my gratitude in a better way to this woman than to say thank you. Since I cannot think of any, possibly due to my limited vocabulary in English, I will urge her to please accept my thank you. This address will not be complete without me thanking the staff of the council for their commitment to work, as a result of which tremendous growth was recorded in the activities of the council. As I told you, Professor Osefisa inherited 5 members of staff. They are Ibrahim Ishak, Taufik Amo, who is our recording secretary this afternoon, Dike Ojalala, Gloria Imuka, and Paulina Ismaila, and other pioneer staff who have been through the challenging times under the leadership of past presidents Oje Alala and Obi. When the council was struggling to stand on its feet, for their patience, endurance, and commitment. I also salute the registrar, Mr. Sikiru Shehu, along with the entire staff who, under the leadership of our predecessor, took the council to a new level. It is my hope that CPN management will carry all the staff along in order to sustain and surpass previous efforts. Having said so much, my dear colleagues, I wish to appreciate you once again for being there for us all the way and wish you a fruitful AGM while thanking you for listening. God bless. So may I